Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we're going to present our group project on a study on how much time students spend listening to music. Our project using statistical methodology from topic 1, which is descriptive statistics. Before we begin, let me introduce our team. My name is Sabara binti Muhammad Zamri. My other teammate is Nurin Sabrina binti Sharizal and Nur Hidayah binti Muhaini.
The introduction for how much time students spend listening to music is now a daily component of almost every student life, whether we are studying, relaxing, crossing campus, or working out at the gym. We are more often than not listening to music without even thinking about it. With music sources such as Spotify and YouTube so easily accessible, it's not surprised that students are spending more time than ever with headphones on. But just how much time? That's what we are going to attempt to find out in this study. We want to know how often students like to music, when they are most likely to do this, and which app that they use. So the motivation for our project is we decided to address this problem because we were so aware of how common it is for students to have music on for hours a day, not even knowing that they are doing so. With the ease of playing music through music apps such as Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music, having music playing in the background has become second nature when doing almost anything such as studying, walking, or even sleeping. We aim to discover specifically how much time students are actually investing in music each day and whether specific types of music or website cause them to listen longer. For example, do users are on Spotify more engaged listener compared to viewer mainly on YouTube? Our objective is to measure how many hours students spend listening to music on a daily. Second, to identify the most popular music genre among students and how they relate to listening time. Third, to find out which music platform or apps students use the most.
Methodology, tests, and tools involved. Based on our table, list about our question and type of variable and level of measurement based on our question. So our first question, gender. We ask if they are female and male, is a qualitative and nominal. Our second question is age. Is a quantitative because it's a number. And the level of measurement is ratio. So our third question is which apps to use for listening to music, and the fourth one, which genre you like when you're listening to music. Both are qualitative and nominal. And the fifth question is how long do you spend to listening music per day? Is it quantitative because we ask how many times they use music in daily life, and is a ratio. And the last one is do certain types of music help you focus better during tasks? It's a qualitative and original because it asks the respondent's satisfaction. And methodology, the quantitative research approach to collect and analyze data about students' music listening habits. The research findings are presented using tables, charts, and graphs to enhance clarity. The tools involved is Microsoft Excel and Google Forms. Data. The population of this study case are all students of UiTM Shah Alam, and the sample of this case study is 30 students of UiTM Shah Alam. So the survey was made by asking questions through an online questionnaire using a Google form. So this is our data source which is from our Google form that a sample of 30 students UiTM Shah Alam answered. So the first question is about gender, and there is 8 respondents are male, consists of 23%, and the female is 7 to 73%. And second question is age. So as you can see, there's a lot of respondents are from 18 to 20 years old. And for the application, the respondents can choose more than one apps. So the most frequency is Spotify, which is the most picked and chosen by respondents. And YouTube and Apple Music is the same, which is 12%. And the genre, most respondents choose pop. And the second one is a ballad. And the least one others, which is there's a K-pop, indie, and rock.
Next, for the description of data, frequency table. So this table shows how many students fall into each time range for listening to music each day. And we also calculated the class boundaries and midpoints to help with statistics like mean and standard deviation. And cumulative frequency shows how the response add up over each time of range. And then for the histogram gives us a visual of the data. And the tallest bar represents 121 to 180 minutes, meaning most students listen to music for 2 to 3 hours a day. And then the smallest bar is for 181 to 240 minutes, which shows very few students listen for more than 3 hours. And for the summary for the in the table, the mean listening time is about 93.5 minutes, which is around 1 to 5 hours, and the median is 90.5 minutes, and the mode is 150.5 minutes, meaning that the most common time is in the 2 to 3 hours range. And for the standard deviation is high, 59.66, showing that student listening times vary a lot. And the skewness is slightly positive, 0.2997, meaning a few students listen much more than average. For the skewness and shape of data, the graph and skewness value tell us the data is slightly right skewed or positively skewed. And this means that while most students listen to music for 1 to 3 hours, a few students listen for more longer, which pulls the average higher. So for the next slide is about interesting findings of our data. According to the data, the most common time spent is between 2 to 3 hours, where 9 out of 28 respondents fall. This suggests that a significant portion of individuals dedicate 2 to 3 hours to the activity being measured. And only a small number of students listen music for 3 to 4 hours. It shows that while most of the students enjoy listening to music, only a few have enough free time to listen that long. And the average is 93.5 minutes, showing that students listen to music for over than 1.5 hours each day, making a music an important part of their routine. As for the conclusion, based on our survey, we found that most students listen to music for 2 to 3 hours a day, which shows that music is a big part of our daily lives. Whether it's for relaxing, studying, or passing time, many of us make space for music in our routines. And the average listening time is about 1.5 hours, but there are some students listen for just a short time, while a few listen for over 3 hours. This could be because of different lifestyles, schedule, or personal habits. In the end, our data shows that even though we are all different, music is something that connects us. And as for the future work, we are expecting for our research to expand the research to include students other universities, which allow for a broader understanding of music listening habits across different academic environments and to explore specific genre of music impact productivity and stress levels, particularly during exam period. And then lastly, incorporating interviews or open-ended questions could give more personal insights. So that's all for our group. Thank you.